a shed update, and we're gonna have just a little bit of variety today. Not a whole lot, but just to keep it interesting. First up, and this is a all scratch built White Star that I built many years ago when Babylon 5 came out, and the first time that they introduced the White Star. That's basically when I built this, and it's all pretty much a styrene, and I think I used automotive putty and just built it up. Now the White Star actually should be a little thicker on the head, but you know, back then all we had was a VCR and maybe a couple of magazines that had 2 pictures in it, and that's basically what we built it off of. But anyway, I think it's a pretty slick build for its age and everything. Pretty lightweight too. So, and I always when I build models, I use the number 99, and it's basically a pay homage to Captain Harlock. There, his ship was number 99. If you watch Space Cruiser Yamato, there's some numbers that they use 99 on. So I built White Star 99, and so that's usually what I do, and that's usually what I do with all Battlestar stuff. I'll give you an example. Battlestar 99, that's the Battlestar Atlantis. But anyway, that's a very old build. Of course, it's missing the, God only knows where the other part went. But I can't believe I even kept it. I remember I must have stuck it in a tote, and it got shoved up into the attic of the art. But anyway, that's a find. That was a very fun build, very fun time when you only had a couple pictures, and you just, you know, scratch build what you could off the pictures and see, and hopefully if you are right. Up next, this is a Type 4 tactical cube, and I'm a big fan of the board, as in I love the you know, square ships that they had. And Voyager had a show where they had a Type 4 tactical cube which had the extra armor on it. I was like, man, I got to build that. So when the show came out, they actually had toys of a board cube. Well, I didn't care for the it had like a sprue type mesh that had, like, they tried to mimic the Next Generation cube, but if you took the cube on the inside and got rid of the sprue parts, and I just scratch built the armor on top, and you had a nice model of a Type 4 tactical cube, and just a simple repaint, and I think it turned out pretty darn well. That's a very old model. I can't find the other part. It must be in a tote up there, or or it's lost during the many moves to storage that it went. But anyway, I'll probably probably give me another tote and start putting a couple builds in here. Certain ones that I keep that just actually thoroughly enjoy building. So that makes it. Plus, that's a unique. You know, not many people. Most people will build a. You know, say if they had a model of a board cube, they would build it, but not the Type 4 tactical cube, which I think it was just slick on the show and in model form. Let me put this down so I won't break it. I did buy me a trash can for the art. God knows you needed that. Adding the penguin to the art. I do got another one at the hobby store. It's on basically layaway. I'll get it out so I can have 2. Always like to have one sealed and one open. I'm probably going to build it, which I've already kind of started on it. I got a base I want to do for him, because I do like the 1966 movie, which is on the Gato class sub. That's the penguin sub. And I'll probably end up building the base for him for that, so we can sell it at BradHareProductions.com in the store section in due time. But anyway, I know, well, let's just bring him over here. He'll go with Batman, he'll go with Catwoman, and I know Robin's up next, and then the Riddler, and then hopefully next year we'll get the Joker, so we can have the whole entire set. Anyway, I do like to have them sealed, one open, and just for the entire set. Anyway, that's just me. I think I got a third Batman somewhere. I might. I don't remember if I shoved one back there or not. But anyway, Just do love models. One thing I've been going through my books and kind of had to cut back and get rid of because I just running out of room and everything. And I did keep some for nostalgia reasons, and some of them you can't find anymore. This one's an old Squadron book, Down in the Dungeon. I don't know if this came out in the 80s, I think 1981. But it's just, you know, it's got a few women in there, half-naked women. Probably why I bought it. I think it's a excellent, excellent book. I don't know how many countless times I've looked through this book, you know, getting ideas, and I just love the artwork of it. Just fantastic. But anyway, I'll probably stick that in the figures section over here. I think it's just a very cool book, and I mean it's a classic, I think. And then I was digging through, trying to get rid of most of the magazines. Fine Scale and all that. Well, I had these. These are the fantasy modeling magazines that you could get in the 80s, and there's 6 issues, and I bought them all except for this one back in the 80s, and almost exactly 15-20 years later I finally found the first issue to complete the set. Now they're a little, kind of shot for, sitting in storage and all that, for being shoved in boxes, but they're just, absolutely fantastic magazines for its time. Show you how to build the Falcon. See the, just excellent script. There's actually a resin kit of that by Jeff Polizzato. I know there's a resin kit of that, and I have seen it. I'd like to own one to add to the arc here, but it's just a great magazine. Kit Bishop out of the trash can. That's just that's up my alley. See, I like that. What's that? Made from a Christmas ornament. Modeling the way it should be. Just cool stuff like that. Well, here's the first issue. I haven't looked in this in God knows how long, so who knows? See, just stuff like that. Kid bashing spaceship. That's what we're talking about. Miniature paintings. Just takes back memories. Just a fantastic. And I'm glad I have some. I'll get me a poly bag there, and I'll bag these up. And we will add these to the arc. Probably over there in the figures section. That's probably what I want to do. You just don't see them anymore, and it's just a fantastic series of magazines came out. I found this. I had to do a little attic work, so I thought I'd grab most of the models, and there's still a bunch up there. But anyway, I've been trickling them down. This is a Martyr 3. This is an Italia kit reboxed by testers, and box was shot, but the kit's still good, so that's all that matters. But anyway, I was on a Martyr 3 kick a while back, and I was buying Martyr 2s, Martyr 1s, Martyr 3As, 3Ms, 3Es, you name the variants. I don't know why I liked these tanks really well. They were just, because they're based off of 38T. I was just on a Martyr kick for a while there. Anyway, I will be adding that to the armor section, which is ever filling up. And then the models of the weird. This is a Pyro Indian warrior. Basically, Pyro did about 5 or 6 1/8 scale figures. They did Indian warrior, Indian chief, and the Indian medicine man. And then they did basically a sheriff and a cowboy. Best way to explain that. Basically, this kit came out in 1955 with a long box, window box, so you can see what you're getting. And about 1958, probably 60, the Indian Warrior and the figure kits came in what's called a paint by number set, which them are hard to find too, but I have never seen a pyro figure, and I do not own one, in a long box. So that was a unique find, finding that. That's he's kind of assembled, you can see right through there, and the rest of him he's complete, and the rest of them just bagged, not really a glue job at all, hardly at all. So he was glued to the base. I did pop the base back off so I could stick him back in the box, because I'm going to put him in a bag. The top part's ripped off, which that's not a big killer, but anyway, it's just one of those, you know, an old model getting the box is just almost a rarity these days. But anyway, I think that's just absolutely fantastic. So I was very happy to own one. Maybe someday I'll get to own the. I'd like to have the other two to go with it, make a whole Indian set here. But that's just something you just don't see hardly anymore. So I'm guessing it's about 1955 that this came out, because I think they've did them the first time in long box and then went to the paint by numbers. And I don't think anyone ever's reissued these either. So that was a find to get. So I am happy to add the Indian Warrior from Pyro to the art. But anyway, that's kind of the short, long version of what we're adding today. So we are adding the Indian Warrior from Pyro, adding another Martyr 3 to the armor section back there. We're adding some fantasy modeling, adding the Down in the Dungeon book, adding the Penguin, and be adding some built up old build-ups of mine from the past into the art. So that's what I got going on today, so stay tuned for the next exciting episode.